throwing on first down. Love. He finds Yeldon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Brooklyn.
Off the play fake. Love going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Beasley. 11 yards there, first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
Let's go right here.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bryant. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. White now to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check it back, check it back.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 99, check 99. 22, check, over. 22, check, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Got it, 49. Mark 49. Hey, 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 hey. Check 26, check 26. Rotate, spell. Go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, 70 easy. Mike 49. All right, here we go. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 49's the mic, watch 49. 49, 49's the mic, 49.
Looking to throw on second down. Bryant. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
31 yards there and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
49, check 49, check. Wait, slow. 49's the mic, 49's the mic.
Here's a second and 7. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Love nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Let's just take it around the 12. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
2nd and 13. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To throw on third down, Bryant. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, Bryant got a man. It's Tanyan complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Strip that ball. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Looking to throw. Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
HawkGawd adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, just shut up. It's me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the gun, Bryant. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Switch.
A final shot before break. Bryant, and this is Parker, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check. Banjo. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again, it's Balaj. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Balaj. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Switch.
On first down, Bryant. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Throwing on third and long. Bryant. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On third down, Bryant. And Wilson has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Safe. Get around. West. Slam.
They run it with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. That a 92-yard kick return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Set. Now to work. Double time. 4 down. Jam. Rotate. Spell.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he finds Beasley complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. That one complete to Yeldon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15 and a first. Throwing on 1st down, Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He hits Beasley right side. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Love. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Bryant. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Love. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Love going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. HawkGawd with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Yet a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful. And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play. Move on. Next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
49, guys. Mike.
Looking to throw. Bryant. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bryant. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the return, it's White. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's back to throw, and he finds Tyler Croft. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and that'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.